So I'm watching an atrocious movie on Lifetime. Very educational, energetically speaking, numerically speaking, but karmically, emotionally difficult. This is a movie about a woman that gets RAPED. And the screenshot in the beginning of this video is his house. So when we talk about locational numerology, all of this is in my book. We're talking about the frequency of a location. Now, the number you see here is 41, 21, totaling 53. Let's get into it. Now, in accordance with my number system, when you are deciphering a sequence with an even number of digits, such as 4, you are going to decipher the sequence 2 digits at a time. So we will first do 41, we will then do 21. We will then total the sequence to give us 53, and we will then total that sum, which gives us 8. So let's talk about what these numbers mean and how it relates to the storyline. Now, when I see the number 41 as it relates to a man that is sexually harming someone, I'm initially thinking of energetic exchange. 4 is the number of energetic exchange. When you have an inverse individual numeric frequency, so an individual numeric frequency would be 14. The inverse of that, the external expression of that, would be 41. So this is someone that is bestowing energetic exchange or energy theft onto another. It totals 5, the karmic number, the number of discomfort, the number of ego. The next 2 digits in the sequence are 2 and 1. When I see this number as it pertains to this situation, we are talking about someone bestowing inner child, right? Inner child onto another. When we pair it with the number of energy exchange, what this tells me is that there is being a transference of inner child harm from one being to another. Do you see where I'm going with this? In other words, this is what was done to him. And then we get to 5 and 3. Okay, we have the number of the ego paired with the number of manifestation, paired with the number of balance, the number of karma as it relates to actions and reactions. This is an ego's attempt at rectifying energetic imbalance within himself by doing this, by bestowing the same harm onto another. And this is especially true when you have pure beings. So when you have children or an adult that carries an air of innocence and naivete. We're talking about light collecting. We're talking about angel hunters. That's what I see when I think of this. Do you understand? And it totals 8. The entire sequence totals 8, the number of karma as it relates to karma of the spirit. So there's probably mythology surrounding these 2 beings, delineating their karmic paths. That covers this storyline. It could be past life karma, right? Because anytime you have a karmic path or mythology surrounding beings, it has to connect with past lives. It has to connect with what the universe ordains as next for you on your path of evolution. But it's also about what was done to one being done to another. And this is why movies were such a profound part of me developing my system, of me developing the art of locational numerology. I paid very close attention. And then I tested and I tested and I tested and I made sure this frequency has to match what's going on. And it always does without fail. So I think it's important. But not only did I want to share that, right? I want you guys to understand how all of this works energetically. When we're talking about mastering the art of numerology, mastering an understanding of the ascension path, enlightenment, and frequency, you have to understand thoroughly energetic exchange and how all of this works relative to humanity at large and how harm travels. In short, that age-old saying, hurt people hurt people. This is a precise example of that concept.